Back to the channel. This is Expert Funda and you are watching on the YouTube. So in this video we are going to solve an interesting coding problem that we have today, and we will use Java to solve this problem, right? And so you can see we have the question 2145, count the hidden sequences, right? So this problem is we can call it like a number of valid hidden sequences or count the hidden sequences. So and this question teaches us a lot about prefix sums and the range bounding. So let's grab a coffee and let's dive into it. Okay, so let's read the question first, right? And so you will understand the question, and I'm hoping if you already have gone through the statements, you can continue from here. I will request everyone to pause this video and go through the statement that is saying, and then what are the to-dos are there, you go with the step by step and you will understand, right? So what I will do here, I will read this question now, then I will go through the I have written the, you can say, instruction how to write the question, how to implement the question, right? Like that we will understand. And the so let's start from here. So let's pause the video and read the statement. Okay, so the problem statement is saying that you are given an array called differences, which tells you how values changes between consecutive elements in a sequence, in a hidden sequence, and you are also given a lower bound and upper bound, right? And so as you can see in this example, right? So we have given what differences. What is differences? Differences is an array, right? And these are the elements, and there is two bounds is there, lower and upper bound is there, right? So you are also given a lower bound and upper bound. So your goal is to find how many different hidden sequence exists, let's say entirely within the lower bound and upper bound, right? How many are there? So this is called range of the upper and lower bounds, right? And for example, that we have given this example, right? What is saying that the difference, if the difference is having like this lower and upper, so the output is 2. How? Read the explanation. The possible hidden sequences are, these are two are the sequences like 3 4 1 5 4 5 2 6. These are the you can say hidden sequences, right? And thus we will return 2. But how you find that this sequence is valid or not valid, right? Means let's suppose someone is saying that there is a valid sequence. Let's suppose 3 4 1 5, right? And 4 5 2 6. So these are possible, right? But sequences that are go out of the bound, let's suppose there will be 5 5 6 3 7, right? Obviously this is not in the range, so that is not valid one. Okay, so that we will understand by how, by understanding the intuition, right? So I have written the intuition here so you can understand this easily. So what we will do, let's understand the intuition. Imagine you are given this difference, right? This is an array 1 minus 3 4. So this means the difference between the consecutive element in a hidden range is hidden at location 1, means element at 1 minus elements at 0. If we'll do difference, we'll get 1. Let's suppose hidden at 2 minus hidden at 1, we will get what? Minus 3. Like this we will get some values, right? So let's suppose this is the difference we have in the from the hidden, right? Means the difference between the consecutive element is a hidden array, right? So this is the hidden array, and we have these elements, at some elements are there, right, at the hidden, and so the differences becomes 1 minus 3 and 4, right? So if we pick some starting value x, right, will let's suppose at hidden at 0, right? So array element, right, we can say at 0, so you will get some value, right? So if we pick some starting value x, right, the sequence will become what? Hidden at 0 is x, hidden at 1 is x plus 1, hidden at 2 is x plus 1 minus 3 is x minus 2, hidden x3 at x minus 2 plus 4, it become what? X plus 4, right? Like that we will have the hidden sequence will become x plus 1, x minus 2, x plus 2, right? Like this we will have the hidden array, right? Means all the elements you will find. So now the only job is to find how many such starting value exist for all those value in this sequence that we have in the lower and the upper bound, right? So we will use we can use this prefix to track the sound. So we only care about how the sequence shift from the starting point, and we'll create a prefix sum of starting. So we'll create a prefix sum. Let's suppose 0 1 minus 2 2. So starting from 0, and we'll apply the difference. So if you have the hidden at I, we'll write x plus prefix sum at I, right? So like that, if we will do that, then we can track the bounds, right? So there will be the constant, and we want every the what will be the constant. So we want every element hidden at I is x plus prefix sum I to stay between the lower and upper bounds, right? It will not go out of the bound, right? So let's suppose we have x plus mean some prefix. It should be greater than equal to lower, and it should be tends to x, and we can say greater than equal to lower minus these things, right? Like that, we will write for mean and max, and that gives us the range of the valid starting points. Okay, so if you talk about the final intuition, we can say the hidden sequence is defined completely by choosing a valid start x, and we'll applying the differences. So the whole sequence is just x plus prefix sum of I for all I, but you have to think about the constant also. So this will give you the starting point and ending point between the range, you can say, right? So the whole sequence is just x plus prefix sum at I for all I, right? So we will compute, we can compute mean and max prefix sum to get the bounds, and then how many valid x lies in the range, right? So I'll put into this intuition will put into the, you can say, uh, in the chat, right? I'll put if anybody needs, so you can ping there, I'll put there. Okay, so let's continue from here. So if you already gone through the statement and the example and the intuition understand, means you have already gone through everything, right? So the problem statement we will understand either this will be a valid on, or this is not valid on, right? That depends on what the range of the bounds, right? So what is an approach, you can say, right? So let's understand, here's an idea. We don't need to build every possible sequence, right? We are not going to build every possible sequence, right? What we will do, instead of doing that, we will use a prefix sum approach that we have discussed in the intuition. And let's say we will start with some value x, right? And then each hidden element is just x plus sum plus x plus sum of prefix differences, right? And so we compute the prefix sum, and we'll track the mean and maximum of these, right? And then we will do what? After that, we will take an x, and the whole sequence will check into the lower and upper bound, right? So mathematically, we just need to find the range of the x that satisfy lower bound and x bound, right? That we have already seen, right? So what we will do, let's go through the code by code, and then we understand. So first of all, what we will do, we'll take a initialization steps, right? These are things that we have already given difference lower and upper bound. So in the start, we will define some variables so that we can use further in the program. So we'll take we will inside the variable like prefix sums 0, min max will take, and these are the variable required for the bounds, right? Then we'll take you can say we will loop through the array, so we can compute the prefix sums, right? So from the differences we have to compute the, from the differences we have to get the prefix sum. So we will have the prefix sum, right? Like this, we'll get the min and max. Once we have everything, these three prefix sum, min, max, then what we will do, we'll calculate the minimum and maximum possible value for the first x. So we'll have mean start and mean max, mean start and max start, lower bound minus mean and upper bound minus mean. So we will get the mean start and max start. What you have to do, just max start minus mean start plus 1. So the number of possible value of x is the size of the valid range, and you will get the count here, right? And finally, once you have the count, you just need to do you have to return 0 if the range is valid. If range is not valid, you will get the range count, right? And so the number of differences you will get here, right? So some test cases you have to implement to understand. Let's suppose you will put some values. So if you put this array as in example, let's suppose this is differences you are going to put, and lower is 1 and upper is 6, right? Like that you will put, right? So what happened, the prefix sum, if you calculate here, right, for if you pass the differences here, so we'll have the what, first we have 1, and then you will pass -3 and then 4, right? So prefix sum will become what, from the differences you will calculate the difference. So prefix sum in starting is 0, but the difference first came what, 1. So you will have the 1 here, right? You will get 1. Then what is coming, -3 is coming, so you will do plus, right? So then it will come out -2. Then what will come, prefix sum, another will come 4. Then it will become what, already we have what, -2, right? -2 and plus 4 is 2. So you will get what, prefix sum, you will get 1, -2 and 2, right? You can write here. So I can write here also, or better, what is the prefix sum you will get? You will get 1, then we have got -2, and then we have got what, 2. For this difference, right? We have taken this array, and then we have taken lower bound 1 and upper bound 6, right? So first element we got, right, that the first element came. Then we'll take second element, so -3. So already we have the prefix sum 1, so we'll do plus, then we'll get -2. Then we have 4, then we'll get what, 4 plus -2, we'll get what, 2. So mean, now what is the mean is here? Mean is -2, max is what, 2. So if we talk about what is the mean and max, so mean will become what, -2 now, and max will become what, 2. So we have calculated these values, right? Now you come to here, the what is the valid range will become, right? So mean, you have to find the mean and max, right? So lower bound is already what, lower is 1, right? 1 minus mean, 1 minus mean is what, so lower is 1, right? Then we'll do minus, and then what we have here as mean, we have get -2, right? So what we will get here, 1 plus 2, you will get 1 plus 2 is 3. You will get 3 as a mean start. Then we will find max start. What is the max start is here? Upper minus max. What is upper? Upper is we have a 6 here, right? Upper is 6 here, so we'll get the 6 here, and then what we will do, we'll add 2 here, right here. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So the mean and mean start is 3, max start is 4. Means if you talk about the range, it will become what, 3, 4, right? So if you talk about what is the range is here, 3, 4, you can say. So the two possible sequences we will get, right? How we'll get there? You have to put here the value count. So mean start is 4, and mean is 3, and then we'll do plus 1. Then you will get what, 2, right? 1 plus 1 is 2, right? So total possible count will become here, will return as a 2, right? So this is the output, and that is why we are saying here output is 2. I hope you will like this video, guys, and if you have any doubts, please ping me in the comment box. And that's it. We solve the problem using prefix sum, range logic, and a clean Java code implementation. So if this help you, please give the video a like, subscribe for more DSA problems, and comment below with what problem you have like to see in the next. And keep learning and keep coding, guys. I know I have skipped 2 or 3 days because I was on trip, and so I'll try to put all those videos that we have missed, right? And thank you for watching this video, guys, and please let me know if you have any suggestions in the comment. Thank you for watching this video.